So many of you have heard or maybe have a dog that's got something known as leaky gut syndrome. Now, this is where the delicate lining of your dog's gut becomes damaged, allowing food particles and other substances to pass into the bloodstream before they are properly broken down. Now, this can lead to a whole host of issues, not only in your dog's gut, but also with their general health. But what if I told you that your dog might also have leaky brain syndrome? Oh, come on, Lyndall, what on earth are you talking about now? Look, I have to admit, a leaky brain does sound a little bit gross. I'm kind of thinking to expect to see brain fluid leaking out of your dog's ears or something like this. But seriously, leaky brain syndrome is actually a real syndrome quite similar to leaky gut, but in this case, of course, it affects your dog's brain. And actually there is a very strong connection between the two. So in today's video, I want to explain a little bit more about leaky brain syndrome, how it can impact your dog, but more importantly, what you can do to prevent and also treat this issue. So stay tuned to learn more. Hi there, Lyndall Pinchin, canine naturopath from Canine Vitality, and welcome to my channel, Happy Healthy Dogs, where it's my passion to help you help your dog live a longer, healthier life naturally. Thank you guys for being here today, and welcome to 2021. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you feel moved to. Click on the little bell to be notified also of all my upcoming videos. So let's dive in today and have a look at what I mean when I talk about leaky brain syndrome. Excuse me. So firstly, let's look at your dog's blood-brain barrier. Now, your dog's brain is a very well-protected organ for obvious reasons. And as part of this protection, there's something known as the blood-brain barrier, or BBB for short. Now, this BBB is a single layered lattice of cells that are joined together by very tight junctions that keep most substances out and only allow a few important substances into the brain. Now, it's this barrier that the blood must pass through to allow the transport of important nutrients. Now, if this barrier becomes compromised or damaged in any way and these tight junctions loosen, this can lead to what is known as a leaky brain, as harmful substances can actually leak into the brain. Okay, so that's the blood-brain barrier. But how does this become damaged, and what is it that can cause this to occur? So remember, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned to you that leaky brain and leaky gut are connected. Okay, so the second thing I want to explain is something known as the gut-brain connection. And some of you might already know of this or have heard of it before. Now, the link between the gut and the brain is a very real thing. As humans, we use expressions like, oh, I've got butterflies in my stomach, or I've just been through a gut-wrenching experience. We use these expressions for a good reason, and that's because the gut, and it's the same in our dogs, whether human or dog, the gut's very sensitive to emotions. A gut that's in trouble can send signals through to your dog's brain and vice versa. And did you know that the lining of the blood-brain barrier is actually made of very similar tissue as that's found in the lining of your dog's gut? So this connection, as I said, is real and important. So now that we know about both the blood-brain barrier and this gut-brain connection, we can start to maybe understand a little bit more about how a leaky brain develops. One of the biggest triggers in dogs for leaky brain is actually leaky gut syndrome. And you can learn more about this in my other videos, which I'll leave a link to in the description box below. So why would leaky gut trigger a leaky brain? Well, it comes down to the fact that the same things that affect your dog's gut will affect their brain also. So this is going to include poor or inappropriate diet, including feeding those processed foods. Now, this can, of course, lead to food intolerances and food sensitivities. Medications such as common antibiotics and steroids. Stress, that's a very big one, stress. Chemicals that are found in vaccinations, flea, tick and worming products, and a whole host of other products and toxins. Gut infections as well. Now, autoimmune diseases can also lead to leaky brain. And you know, the main common factor between leaky gut and leaky brain is actually inflammation. And this is due to the leaking of those harmful substances, whether it's into the dog's gut or into their brain. Now, if your dog has a leaky brain, what signs should you be looking out for? You know, some of the most common behavioral changes that you might notice in your dog. Now, this will include anxiety, irritability, aggression, anger, depression, as well as low energy. Now, you might also notice cognitive decline. And for some dogs, even if they're very young, we're starting to see the development of canine cognitive dysfunction or doggy dementia. You know, as time goes on, these signs can worsen as that inflammation increases and becomes chronic. And did you know that if this is left untreated, guys, this is going to lead to your dog's brain actually shrinking. Now, in humans, this process can take around 30 years, but in a dog, it can be as little as 7 years. Well, now we know what leaky brain is and what is causing it and the signs. Most importantly, what can we do to either prevent or treat a leaky brain? Well, the first thing, of course, is to treat any leaky gut issues and also make sure your dog is eating an anti-inflammatory raw diet that is rich in vital nutrients, including magnesium, zinc, D3, and omega-3 fats. Now, it's essential to avoid gluten also, as this increases the level of a protein known as zonulin. Now, zonulin can actually cause that BBB to become more permeable, and we definitely don't want that. Foods such as grass-fed or organic meats, preferably raw, along with green leafy vegetables, berries such as blueberries, which are rich in antioxidants, and good fats such as hemp and fish and salmon oil form the basis of a good anti-inflammatory diet. Now, as part of a gut regime, you want to bring in raw apple cider vinegar, bone broth, and collagen as well. Now, rather than just adding in coconut oil, consider MCT or medium chain triglyceride oil. This is extracted from coconut oil, but it produces what's known as ketones, and ketones can dramatically reduce the level of inflammation in your dog's brain and their gut. And you also want to look at maybe giving some pre and probiotics as part of this healing too. Now, part of this process may include doing some sort of a detox for your dog's brain with regards to heavy metals. And if you're going to do this, always grab hold of a holistic practitioner who can guide you through this process safely. Now, in terms of herbs and supplements, some of my favorite herbs to use for leaky gut include ashwagandha, the ginseng family, licorice root, barberry, astragalus, and olive leaf extract. Now, in terms of supplements, vitamin B6 and B12 as well as D3 are important, as well as magnesium and zinc. Now, all of these can assist in healing the BBB. And one of my favorite supplement combinations is that of alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine. Now, alpha-lipoic acid is an antioxidant that can actually pass through to the brain via the BBB and help protect the brain. But not only that, it helps protect and heal this barrier itself. Now, acetyl L-carnitine is a form of the amino acid carnitine. It has similar effects to alpha-lipoic acid, but can also improve mood and cognitive function. Now, the doses for these nutrients do depend on weight, but work on giving approximately 25 to 30 milligrams per kilo of body weight per day for the L-carnitine, and for alpha-lipoic acid, around 100 to 120 milligrams per kilo of body weight per day. And finally, make sure that your dog is getting plenty of good sleep every night. This is going to, of course, assist in the healing and repair of the BBB. So it turns out that this can be a real problem for many dogs, but you know, the good thing is that something can be done about it. This can be repaired and healed by choosing the right diet, by healing your dog's gut, giving the appropriate supplements, reducing stress and chemical load, etc. Now, if you've got a dog that you think might be suffering from this or any other health issue, please feel free to reach out to me. I always leave my contact details below in the description. I'd love to hear from you. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know if you did, and we'll talk to you very soon in another video. So bye for now.